Hi students, so I had an email where one of you expressed some concerns about not understanding some of the anatomical planes. So I pulled a couple of slides from one of my graduate courses that I think might help you. When I think of anatomical planes, I kind of think of a dog because a dog has a position that allows a very concrete visual of these positions. So rostral is toward the nose and caudal is toward the tail. And then dorsal would be toward the back and ventral is toward the belly. So dorsal is not that hard because you can think of a dorsal fin on a dolphin. Rostral and caudal get a little confusing when you take the dog from a four-legged position and you stand them up. So here in this photo, what you see is the dog in a four-legged position with all four terms. And if you do that in terms of the brain, then you keep the brain picture in your head like the four-legged dog. So toward the front of the brain here would be toward the nose, toward the back would be caudal, toward the top would be dorsal, to the bottom would be ventral. Then when you stand the dog up, okay, it becomes a little bit more confusing because while the brain orientation stays the same, the spinal column orientation is a little different. So you get rostral now as kind of this more upward orientation, and caudal is more a downward because now you've taken the dog and stood nose and tail up where the brain stays the same. Anterior and posterior just toward the front and toward the back. So that is really kind of easy to see when you think about a human being in terms of the belly is the front and the back is posterior. So you've got anteriors toward the belly, posteriors to the back. So I hope by thinking about these positions in terms of these photos will help things be a little bit more clear. If not, then please ask your questions on the discussion board rather than email me so that I can make sure I give the entire class the information. Another question that's come up is how long do I want your discussions to be? The length is not important as long as all the content is there and you meet the criteria to get your points. So I'm not looking for a specific word count. And as far as how many people you need to reply to, at least one. If you would like to reply to more than one, that is great as well. So I hope this short video explains to you a little bit more about anatomical planes. Have a good night.